One of the things I've been doing is having town halls all across the state talking about taxes and agriculture. We put out a plan for how we grow agriculture here in the state, and that's what we plan on spending a lot of time tonight talking about. So I've been working with a group of ag and business leaders from all across the state, from Alliance to Syracuse, and we put together a plan that talks about how we get property tax relief for the folks here in Nebraska. Number one issue is I've driven 31,000 miles across the state. Talk about how we also have a strategy for water sustainability, make sure that we promote our value-added agriculture like livestock and corn ethanol, open up export markets for our producers, and then finally make sure we support manufacturing because that creates those good-paying jobs in our small towns and rural communities that helps keep them thriving. So if you look at Kearney and the surrounding areas, by helping agriculture and manufacturing, those are the two biggest industries in our state. You know, agriculture is the heart and soul of what we do here. That will help grow the economy and create those good-paying jobs that will help bring our kids back, so that they, they go away to school, they come back here. Maybe they're fortunate to stay in Kearney, but we've got to have those jobs around here. You know, when I've talked to people that really thought it was a great idea because, you know, if you think about it, I was talking actually to Lisa Burke, who's the head of the Visitor Convention Bureau in North Platte. She said there's three things that people talk to her about: connections to family, jobs for both spouses, and then quality of life, access to health care, shopping, restaurants. And it's those good-paying jobs that really support those latter two. You know, making sure we have jobs for both spouses, and then also making sure that if you got that good-paying job, that'll support the access to health care, the shopping, the restaurant, the local coffee shop, all those things. So the purpose of this is to be able to let people talk about the things that are on their mind and then hear a little bit about what I've been hearing on the campaign trail and give me feedback on it. With the last 9 days of the campaign, it's going very well. I've been traveling all across the state. In fact, this is actually the first day of a 6-day swing that we're going to be on the road doing the final push here right before the campaign. And I'm very excited to talk as many Nebraskans as I can. The fundamental question of this race is how do we grow Nebraska? And that's where my business experience is so important. And so the things there that are going to be important is making sure we have improved educational outcomes for all of our kids, and especially career and vocational training. Making sure we have a strong economy, especially agriculture and manufacturing. I've released plans on how to grow both of those. And then finally, how do we create more and better paying jobs here in the state? And that's about controlling regulation and getting our taxes under control. We're a high tax state. And again, my business experience will help cut the growth of government so we can cut taxes. Yep, Connie, those are my focuses right now. Those are the things we got to do. You know, there's not going to be a single silver bullet thing we do that grows the state. It's going to be a lot of blocking and tackling that we got to accomplish. And again, I think that's where my business experience is so important, because as a business person, you realize you have to juggle a lot of things to make a business run. State government's the same way. Yeah, you know, when it comes to the advertising, if you look at all my ads, Connie, they've all been positive. Because I'm talking about the things Nebraskans want to hear about. How are we going to have property tax relief? How are we going to grow the state? That's what my campaign's been focused on, and that's what I'll continue to focus on from now until Election Day. Well, if I win, the next step is to keep campaigning, because I've got another election in November, and there's not enough time for that one either. You got to start right away, and so I'll continue to travel the state, talk to as many folks as I can, and continue to put out plans on how we grow the state. If I'm not the nominee on May 14th, I will be at the Unity Breakfast with the nominee, with our Republican nominee. Well, I would just say to your viewers out there, my website's PeteRicketts.com. They can like me on Facebook and follow along with the campaign. My wife says, Pete, it's pathetic. You go around the state asking people to like you. But please like me. And I'm asking for the vote.